The opinions expressed in the video you are about to see are solely those of BoatTest.com and its test captain.
The team at Regal tell us that the mission of the 42 Sport Coupe interior design was for building the most livable space in the cabin and the cockpit. Additionally, Regal wanted to provide boaters a large spectrum of choices with regard to materials such as countertops, upholstery, and cabinetry. Let's take a look at how they've done. Now, the first thing I notice when I come over to the starboard side, because I'm so obsessive compulsive, I want to make sure the grains are matching, all of the seams are lined up perfectly, and that's what I'm seeing all the way through this main salon. Not only is it solid cherry cabinetry, but if you look inside, it's finished to perfection on the interior as well. As we continue around aft, notice once again the matching grains. And as an owner-operator, you're going to love the ease of access to the electrical panel. 12 volt, 120, and 240, all separated nice and neatly. For headroom in the main salon, 6 feet 5 inches. The settee is very comfortable. Upholstery is leather crest, and I always like seeing the French stitching instead of the beading. Natural light is coming in from 1, 2, 3 port lights over on the starboard side and a single on the port side. In addition, notice there are LED lights below the overhead valances and indirect mood lighting above. Shifting position over to the opposite side, you're in a great spot to watch your 31-inch LCD flat screen, and flipping a switch gives you a pop-up footrest. There's a pedestal base for putting a table right in the center of the settee, but you're not using that to create the berth. That's a very easy scenario. Simply lift up this cushion, pop out the legs, replace the main cushion, and just like that, you're mid-berth. The maple deck gives an interesting contrast to the cherry cabinetry. There's an option for cherry and holly or a cherry deck. Notice the flying stairway that gives you access to the subwoofer for your surround sound system. To port side is your galley. I noticed inside the cabinets, they're finished off, which for anybody that spent time on the water will realize this will prevent rot. These are also adjustable. Standard countertop is Corian. Our test boat has granite. Regal was not afraid to take up some salon space by giving you a work surface, 38 inches by 2 feet. And notice the raised edge all the way around. Even with this counter space, Regal hasn't sacrificed space on the other side of this bulkhead where the head has an average depth of 32 inches. Moving forward, pocket door opens effortlessly and latches in both the closed and open position. Regal specifically designed this forward stateroom to be the master because of the split head, which I'll touch on in a moment. The entire overhead, both in the salon, aft cabin, and this forward cabin, whisper wall, so it'll be very quiet. Notice how underneath the hatch, the screens are recessed into the whisper wall instead of protruding down underneath. The 42 Sport Coupe has 2 heads. To the port side, the water closet, cabinetry overhead, very roomy and spacious. And to the starboard side, a shower, which makes it great for 2 people to get ready for a night on the town at the same time. Now, one drawback, the door runs into this forward berth, but it's a fair trade-off for still having a split head setup. The aft cabin, separated from the salon by a pocket door, also latches in the open position. The aft cabin is a comfortable size. I personally like that the shower and head are separated from the sink. This setup is perfect for 2 persons getting ready at the same time for a night out on the town. There's also plenty of room for standing and getting dressed in the open area in front of the sink. And the berth can be set up for either twins or, by adding inserts, a single 5-foot 6-inch by 6-foot 8-inch berth. Another feature of this stateroom is it has a separate zone for the 16,000 BTU air conditioner. On the forward bulkhead, flat screen LCD TV, 21 inches. That's our look at the accommodations of the new Regal 42 Sport Coupe. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.